We need the bell in the back.
Oh, we do have a hard time in the back.
Need a bell. Come on there. Come on, Bella. Come on. Come on. Join us.
Oh, we're supposed to be here.
I was like, yeah, where's everybody else? Where is it? I was like, come on. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a good crowd this morning. And the food was awesome. Thank you very much. Welcome to our March coffee here at Reidsville Orthodontics. This awesome crew.
So awesome.
So awesome.
This is just a small portion of our crew.
It is a small portion of the crew. So I would like to introduce Dr. Gibson, who is the awesomeness behind the teeth here, I think. And I think they love him just a little bit, but he's smart to employ a lot of awesome women. So we also, I have like a personal, like we are a patient now, so I have experienced firsthand how awesome they are to their patients. And my child, who is very timid and very anxious, loves coming in here. She's like, when's my next appointment? When's my next appointment? And I'm like, well, it's coming. So it's very gratifying, I think, for the chamber to see our businesses flourish and grow. You guys have hosted coffee before, and even before we transitioned and you were able to acquire Reidsville Ortho from Dr. Steedle. And I just think it's really cool the things that you guys do with your staff. So thank you for hosting. And is there anything that you would like to say? And
Thanks for having me. I guess just for anybody who doesn't know, this building's been here since we renovated the building, about 6 years, and I've owned it. This is my 4th year owning it. Pretty much we're like the only orthodontist in Reidsville, and then actually the only full-time orthodontic office in all of Rockingham County. So we do provide a big service for a wide spread of people. One big service we do, we accept Medicaid, which is a huge thing because I think there might only be one office even in Greensboro that accepts that insurance. So we're providing a great service. So we're pulling in lots of people from Greensboro, more than just Rockingham County, all the surrounding counties. So we have people coming from quite a ways to get here. So we're happy to know we're providing a pretty big service for the surrounding community. The other thing, I've been trying to encourage other specialists to come out here because orthodontics is the only dental specialty out here. And now Dr. Adams has done a good job. He's got a part-time endodontist, which is root canal people, and a periodontist, which is gum surgery and things like that. But I'd really love to get a pediatric dentist out here, which would be huge, I think, for Reidsville. And then just a little bit about our practice that makes us a little bit different. We try to follow the American Association of Orthodontics recommendations of seeing patients at 8 years old, right around 8 years old. It's the first time we want to see them. We're usually not treating them then, in some special cases. But there's so much preventative care that occurs around 8, 9, and things like that when it's missed, it causes really big problems in orthodontics. So to make that service possible, we have no charge for consultations for that, and we'll see them usually yearly or more than that just to make sure they're doing okay, all at no charge. So, and then we try to minimize our treatment, which is what I was saying. A lot of people kind of remember when you'd go to the orthodontist at like 8 and you'd get braces and then maybe headgear and you'd be in braces for 5, 6 years, it almost felt like. And so a lot of recent research has shown that that's just not necessary. We got our limited cases that you have to do around 8, 9, but a lot of times we can wait until we're ready for that one shot of braces. And here we're getting it done in 15 months to 2 years most of the time. Very rare, unless there's a big problem, are we going more than 2 years. So we minimize that, which is huge for health, the health of your teeth and everything.
Can I just add to that?
Yeah.
So I heard him say that in the coffee a couple years ago, and then I was fortunate enough to have a great dentist that said, you need to have somebody, look at your child's teeth. And I know there's a lot of HIPAA stuff or whatever, but I'm giving you permission to talk about that. Honestly, we were in a situation where if we hadn't come in, I really don't know what would have happened, because she has a scissor bite. And so can you explain why that was important?
Yeah, so some of the most important things is exactly what we're talking about. It's a scissor bite, cross bite. It's where your teeth kind of cross over instead of sitting out of your bottom teeth like they should. And what happens is you end up biting on those teeth and shifting your jaw around as a kid. And that causes lots of wear, chipping, just problems to the teeth, or even you kind of grow in a more difficult way to treat later. But with really simple, like quick 6 months maybe, we can usually shift that back out and keep all those kind of unhealthy movements from happening. And then more importantly, once we're ready, you know, if we need full braces later, we're not treating this massive like difficulty that needs the tooth restored, you know, rebuilt and stuff.
So I say a lot, if you have a child in your life and they are in that age group, please have them come and do the free consultation, because I would not have known had we not done that. And then we could have been in a situation where we were spending more money or been in braces longer, or I mean as severe as breaking jaws and stuff like down the road. So I'm just glad that we were able to do that. So if you have a child in your life, please do the free consultation, because it's amazing. So
yeah, and I mean that's why we try to provide that service, because we want people to feel comfortable just coming and knowing, like learning about it. So the only other thing just wanted to mention about our office is, you know, it's not just kids here either. You know, I've had a chance to train with all the most recent technology. So Invisalign, we do Invisalign here. It's not just something you hear on TV that you have to do at home kind of thing, which, you know, obviously we don't recommend that, because that's circumventing a doctor when you do a lot of that stuff. And when you move teeth, it is a medical procedure. We are taking bone away and adding bone as teeth move. It's not just teeth tipping around. There really is a lot going on in the body. It's working with the inflammation in the body. It's very medically heavy. So definitely, but we are happy to provide that. You don't have to do just metal braces. You know, at a free consultation, we're happy to show you, you know, if that's an option for you. But we have metal braces, we got nice clear braces, and then we've got Invisalign, all kinds of options. So, you know, we provide a lot of services.
I want to put you on the spot. You also have a global reach.
So, yeah, we've done a lot of work through UNC with, there's kind of a rotating course at UNC. They bring in a lot of orthodontists from China that come to take a class there, and they would rotate out here for about half a day just to see, they'd see how kind of a modern practice is built, because in China they're all very, it's not private practice out there very much. They're mostly in hospitals and things like that, and now they're transitioning to private practice. So to see a private practice is really helpful for them, and they wanted to come out to kind of a new office that we had a connection with the school. So they'd actually come tour this office and learn a little bit about how do you design an office and how do you kind of run an office. And so yeah, a lot of outreach to all around the world coming on here in Reidsville. So.
And they may not be traveling anytime soon.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, there's none of those going on right now, so don't worry. Yeah. Thank you,
You can see the eyes on it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, maybe we should probably say, and that segues into, in all seriousness, that does segue a little bit into, I know that people think that we're here. We've talked about this a lot as some of our board members and as a staff, and we have a lot of conversation around. I mean, that, you know, there's the very extreme people who have kind of sensationalizing what's going on with the coronavirus, and a lot of people who are like, you know, that's crazy to talk about, it's not a big deal. But chambers across the nation have been talking about it as it is affecting our business community, and it's already affecting our business community here. We've already heard from some of our businesses who can't get supplies, people who are having trouble getting things shipped to them. So the chamber has kind of put together some stuff. One of the biggest things is Cone Health has issued, you know, several precautions, things to be thinking about. But I would just encourage you as business owners to be thinking about how that's going to impact your business. And one of those things is we received an email this week from one of our member businesses about computers. It's going to be very difficult in the coming months to get computers. If you were planning to upgrade basically for the rest of this year, you need to be looking at that, because the supply and demand issue with that is going to become increasingly difficult. So we're going to be putting out, as we hear information, we will be putting that out. But the biggest thing that I would tell you is just be informed. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services did issue some stuff on their website that you can look at. So I'm going to put out an email and put the Cone Health stuff in there and the Department of Health and Human Services links in there. But they are starting to encourage. We do have a confirmed case in North Carolina. And again, it's not, I don't think it's anything for people to start just freaking out about, but as business owners, so much as the community, think about the people gathering in your business. If you have a very public business, rather than a B2B, make sure that you have, hand sanitizer and that you have the ability for people to wash their hands. Make sure there's soap and paper towels in your bathroom. And if you have not considered the supply and demand issue, check with your vendors, check with your folks, and make sure that you are prepared, because I would hate, if you ended up, crashing a computer and can't get one, it could cripple, it would cripple us if we didn't have a computer that we could function with. So it is starting to affect us, and I really want you guys to be thinking about what that means, in all seriousness. So do y'all have anything else you want to add about anything coming up you want them to know about?
Just, I'd add on to your coronavirus thing. Just the most important, treat it like the flu, because it is. It's basically the flu. Washing your hands is so much more important than almost anything else you hear, because you'll just see all over media the face masks, all those things, and almost everything is coming through hands, touching. It's not floating around in the air usually. That's very rare to have any issues like that. So think about the things you're touching. One of the biggest things I've been hearing about a lot is money. Handing of money has been speculated to be causing a lot of the rapid transitioning. So if you work with money, have hand sanitizer, just be ready to wash your hands much more frequently. Just think of it that way. Try not to touch your face during the day. Things
Make
like
sure
that.
that if you're touching things that other people touch, handles, that sort of thing. So absolutely. So. Okay, so we have a few things coming up. The biggest thing, Saturday night, casino night is back. We're really excited about it. It is this Saturday. If you buy tickets before now, they're $25. If you buy tickets at the door, they are $35 and includes your entrance to the event, heavy hors d'oeuvres, and $1,000 for casino money. And the way that this works, if you've never been, it is so much fun. We have blackjack tables, craps table, roulette, and you use your casino money to play, and at the end of the night, all the casino money you take, and we have a live auction, and you can use the casino money to purchase things in the live auction. So much fun, live auctioneer, the whole deal. And then also we'll have a DJ, we will have a silent auction for real money, that's a lot of confusion sometimes, and that ends before the casino ends, so we've been able to kind of, to use that, to break that up. But it's great gift certificates. I know some of the people in this room have donated. Thank you. We could still use some donations for and it could be anything. I've got coupons for our official ice provider, the Penrose car wash and cooler ice. We're going to be, those are worth $2, but they're worth $2 in a bag of ice. So there's a lot of fun stuff that we're going to be doing, all the way up to furniture donated by Affordable Furniture. So, we've got all kinds of stuff that we're going to be doing. It will be a different location this year, so if you've been in the past, don't just autopilot. It is not in downtown. Unfortunately, there was a new law, and we do like to follow those laws. There was a new law passed for casino night fundraising, so we have to do it at a ABC licensed event center, and we did not have one that we could do that in downtown, because it does benefit the Chamber and the Downtown Corporation. We moved it to the Elks Lodge, so it's the Reidsville Elks Lodge on Cypress Drive. Next week on March 10th at 12, we're going to have a Topics at 12 with Dr. Thompson with Rockingham Chiropractic, and it's going to be about being, which kind of goes along a little bit with some of the stuff we were just talking about, but how to have a healthier business environment, how to have wellness for your employees and for your current customers. So that will be a great seminar, I believe. Also, the 60th annual Pancake Supper is coming up. For adults and $3 for children 10 and under. All you can eat tickets, all you can eat pancakes is what is included in your ticket. I don't think anybody wants to eat tickets, especially if they've been. So, anyways, on Tuesday, March 31st. Thank you. On Tuesday, March 31st. At 12 o'clock, we'll be celebrating the 10th anniversary of Liberty Tax. Pretty excited for JR. If y'all know JR Cecil, he's a great guy, and this is that's his first franchise, and he has 3. So we're gonna be celebrating with a ribbon cutting and cake and all kinds of fun stuff. So come out and congratulate him. Also, on Wednesday, April 1st, we're going to have a ribbon cutting for Kelly's Kitchen in downtown Reidsville at 207 South Scale Street, and that's at 12 p.m. And then our next coffee is Thursday, April 2nd at the Penrose Park Country Club at 8 a.m. Also at the Chamber, we have the meals, March. No, it wouldn't be a coffee if there wasn't something I was stumbling over, but today it's really bad. We have the wheels for ADTS on sale at the Chamber. Also, don't forget, if you have not heard, you will hear a lot about it from us. Team Reidsville and the Census 2020. Raise your hand if you know what the census is. I'd just like to know that everybody knows what it is. Keep your hand up if you know how important it is. Okay, so it's extremely important that everybody gets counted. Why? Because it affects our funding. So please, 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 please make sure that everybody in your household and everybody in your office, everybody is filling out their census and counting all the people that are currently living there, whether it's temporary or not, because even if it's temporary, they're not getting counted somewhere else. So we want to make sure that families living within multiple families in a house, everybody's getting counted. So make sure you count everybody. That is going to be really important moving forward. We have several new members. We have Lee Electric. Donnie Lee has joined the chamber. Oh, and JF Resellers. Where did Sarah go? She's here. Hey, Sarah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing?
So we do a lot of general merchandise, overstocks, liquidations, things that you would normally be a little bit more expensive in store or online. We're able to buy pallets of them and offer half off for everybody in the community. We started off online and felt like it was a nice thing to be able to open up to the doors and give people, you know what I mean, half off. And we're kind of testing certain products now, seeing what's working, but it's a lot of appliances, home shopping network, purses, some clothing, a little bit of tools, whatever we can get in at that price point and really offer half off to everybody is what we're looking to do. So it's a lot of fun. It's like Christmas all the time. You open something new, you're like, wow, that's really cool. We've got some robots, some cool just things that, again, that you would be normally quite expensive in store or online, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it is. It's fun to check in and see what's going on and what's there, because once it's gone, like, there's no guarantee of getting. It's one of those things when you see it, you gotta grab it because it's gone the next second. You know, it really is just gone the next second. You don't know if you're gonna get it back. So.
She has some really neat things in there to go by and see her. We've already been to visit.
We are where the old florist used to be, right across from the waterfall.
All right, thank you. Also, Redfin Real Estate, Sebastian Steele. Some of you may have gotten to know him. He was working with Remax. The reason that that's really important is Redfin only goes into territories where they see growth and where they see a future. And so they allowed him to open a territory here in Rockingham County, but specifically in Reidsville, because they were using the data from Reidsville. And he wanted me to know that, so I thought that was important. Yellow Dog Properties, LLC, Tanner Gregory. He does, I guess, restoration. So like a disaster restoration, like if you have like a water damage or something in your home or your business where there's an issue like that, they'll come in and do all that cleanup work. And Tech Authority, LLC, Chris Matthews. We are really excited to have them. They have been helping us sort out some serious computer issues, but also the email that I was discussing earlier came from them. It was their recommendation that if you were planning to upgrade in the next 9 months, that you really do think about getting your computers taken care of, because it can be a serious issue. So I think that's all I have. I definitely want to make sure that everybody gets their announcements in. So I want to start maybe this way and go around. Do you have anything? Yeah, go ahead.
PLS The Rock, the gym in downtown Reidsville, has their monthly Wellness Wednesday. And so the next 2 months are focused on financial wellness. So JR Cecil is actually our speaker for this month. So that's going to be the third Wednesday at noon. And then next month will be Kaylin Rowland from Edward Jones talking about financial investments. So that's that. So PLS The Rock, it's 156 North Scale Street. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think so. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to remind everybody, April in Rockingham County is Big Sweet Month, Spring Big Sweet. We're trying at the county level to make a big push. This is not just your government, there's lots of folks. So if you have an organization, like a family, or a church, or a civic group, or a bunch of Chamber of Commerce people, or Orthodontics, this is the month to get out. We're trying to clean up the county. Now, obviously, the real motivation here is to get people to stop throwing trash on the road. But it's huge for our economy.
It is.
To clean ourselves up. So look towards Big Sweet Month in April. The landfill will take your whatever debris you have free of charge. So let me encourage you to do that either on a personal or a larger group level.
Absolutely. And I would just echo that by saying, I mean, we have people coming and looking at our county all the time that don't know us, that we don't know them, and they haven't been contacted by local economic development officials, they just show up. And it's very important how things appear to them, how our businesses appear to them, how the roadways appear to them. So please, please, please encourage all folks around you to do that, so.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Flavor Collins with Hospice of Rockingham County. First of all, I would just like to echo what Diane had to say as far as the coronavirus is concerned. You know, pay attention to what the hospitals are putting out, what Diane is sharing with the Chamber, the CDC, North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. Just be careful where you get your information. I think that's contributing greatly to some of the shortages that we're already seeing. Because people are running out and buying up the masks that they don't need and things like that. So I would just caution and say, check your sources on that. Secondly, and completely unrelated to the coronavirus, on the 25th of April, our volunteers, the Hospice Dogs, will host their 14th annual walk. This is held on the trail at Chinkapin, and this is typically our largest fundraiser of the year. As a nonprofit hospice, we've been in the community for 32 years, and we have never ever turned a patient away who had no insurance. Typically, we provide in the neighborhood of $100,000 a year in uninsured patient care, and things like walk help offset that. So the entry fee is $25. We'll start at 10 o'clock. It's a short trail, so typically everyone's in off the course by 11 o'clock. Some of the volunteers will be grilling hot dogs there for lunch. So come on out. If you need some more information, there are flyers on the counter, or you can see me and I can answer your questions. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Nikki Conrad of Alleviation Massage by Nikki. I actually practice right next door at the hair gallery. I practice Swedish, deep tissue, cupping, hot stones, hot bamboo, aromatherapy, always taking continuing education classes to add tools to the bag to help with just general health. And I always have monthly specials. You can visit me at alleviationmassage.com or on Facebook, Alleviation Massage by Nikki, or you can call the hair gallery. I didn't bring any of my cards today, but if anybody has any questions or anything, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.
And I owe Nikki an apology. I announced her as a new member, but have not actually introduced her and allowed her to do that. So thank you for standing up and doing that. 'Cause we talked about what you would say, but I am so sorry. So thank you for doing that.
We've got it.
And I have personally been there. She's awesome.
And if you forget where she is, you can go to the chamber website.
Absolutely.
And find her there.
Anybody else got announcements?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Jenna. I'm with Mount Jubilee Ministries, and so is Vicky. A lot of you guys know Cecil. This is our third month of His Path, our day program being open, and we are super excited. We serve adults with special needs. So if you know of anyone in your families or your friends that have a disability that's 18 and older, please send them our way. We're taking applications. Thank you.
Anybody else over there? All the way around? Yeah.
Okay, all the talk about the coronavirus being bad, it has had a plus side for the mortgage industry. I'm with Highland Residential Mortgage. Let me tell you, the rates have dropped. If you've got a rate over 4%, you need to look at refinancing. The purchases, you can get down in the 3% range again. This is kind of like where it was back in 2008, 2009. We've hit those lows again. So just wanted to let everybody know that, the rates are really good right now.
Hey, I'm Debbie Walsh. I'm with Child Evangelism Fellowship of the Greater Greensboro area, and we serve Guilford and Rockingham County. On March 28th, we have a Good News Spectacular that will be at Reidsville High School. It is a free family event, free fun, free food, and I have a bunch of flyers here, so I would like you to take some to share with your friends and your workplace and come out and have fun. There'll be inflatables and games and free food for children of all ages.
Let me just interject here. If y'all have something, make sure you're sending it to us so that we can share it on Facebook, you know, and send us your information that we can share on the website and in the newsletter. So. Anybody else? Yes, Burton.
So I have, I'm Burton Matherly, Rockingham Office Machines. So many of you do business with us. We would love for all of you to do business with us, especially do business with Rockingham County. Remember that tax dollar does stay here, so it's important for you to shop local. And we need to hear that message reinforced a lot. So I also have free stuff today, so that's part of my segue. So I have samples as you leave. Please grab some samples. I have probably a folder pack and a pen for everyone. So please come by and get our office supplies as well, our little cell flyers. So thank you.
Jeffrey, I was gonna say. Yeah, respective
Well, my name's Jeffrey Hagler, born and raised here in Reidsville. I'm just starting with Edward Jones right across the road in Mark Cobb's office. A little bit about myself. I went to Appalachian for college, public accounting right out of school, and wanted to get back to my roots and give back to the community that helped make me who I am. So look forward to coming to more of these things and getting to know more people.
Thank you for coming. Anybody else?
Hi everybody, I'm Debbie Moore with Health Incorporated, Center Against Violence. We are the Domestic Abuse, Sexual Assault, and Children's Advocacy Center here in the county. And we're coming up on our 11th Run for the Roses, which is our signature fundraiser. It's huge. This fundraiser helps us keep all of our services free to our clients. Anyway, I have these, if anyone is interested. We're still looking for sponsors for this event. It will be held at the Wright Memorial Event Center in Eden this year. I have some save the dates with me as well. I have tickets in my car. I failed to bring those in. If you buy your ticket right now, it's $30. If you wait till April 1, it's $40. So there's your incentive to go ahead and get your ticket. All right, I need to switch my hat. I'm also the executive director of the Fine Arts Festival Association of Rockingham County, and it's festival time. So if you are an artist or know an artist, whether they do 2D, 3D, writing, music, poetry, prose, whatever, the first entry date is actually March 31st, and that is for the written word and music. And then the next entry date is April 14th, and that's for all 2D, 3D, and everything else. We will be at Eden City Hall this year because Rockingham Community College couldn't accommodate our dates. So, that's my spiel. Thank you.
We made it. Bikes for Kids got their funds. Thanks to all of you and the community, we raised almost $80,000. The next section is the bikes will be delivered on March 12th. So they'll be starting to get distributed through the county, and then the assemblies will be the end of March, and I'll get Diane the dates so we can get all those on the chamber website. So if you'd like to volunteer, we need some hands put together about 900 and plus bikes in a week or so. So I'll be letting you know. But thank y'all for all the help.
All right. So we have some door prizes, and I guess, oh, we did, oh, sorry. We did? Yeah.
Well, I have something, or you should go ahead.
Oh, and I forgot, but go ahead. Yeah, Denise, go ahead. You
Go
got
ahead and
some.
introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. I work with Jack Patterson. Jack, we joined January 1st. My name is David Labiak. I work with Trent Capital. We're a registered investment advisor based out of Greensboro. We also have an office in Lexington, Kentucky. So look forward to coming to a few more of these meetings and hopefully talking to people about everybody as kind of mentioned, the coronavirus. It certainly, it works out for the mortgage people, that's for sure, but it hasn't really worked out in our business. Been a lot of volatility, you've probably noticed, and stocks fluctuating 1,000 points a day up and down. And I guess the only advice I would have for you is we've seen this movie many times before. We've seen with 9/11, with SARS, with H1N1, with the Argentine debt crisis. All of those things caused panic in the markets, and they're blips on the radar screen now. They really are. They're in the rearview mirror. Nobody talks about them anymore. Nobody thinks about them anymore. And this one will prove to be much the same. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And I'm so sorry. Were you gonna talk about both? Because I just realized that I didn't announce that either.
Yes, so it's Chamber Champs time, guys. So we really need to have Chamber Champs information sent up by the end of March. I'm gonna run away for a little while, so I'm trying to do it sooner than later. If you are interested in Chamber Champions, if you don't know what it is and you want to talk to me about it, I would love to discuss that with you. It's an opportunity for you to invest in the chamber, invest in the community, market your business. It gives you the opportunity to attend events throughout the year without us constantly calling to say, hey, do you want to sponsor or do you want to attend or whatever. So just keep that in mind. I'd love to talk with you about it, and I have some forms here if you're interested. And also, it's logo bag time. So every 3 years we print this bag. It goes to every potential member, new member, visitor who comes in for information at the chamber, golf goodie bag. It has all sorts of uses, and it's $150 to be on this bag. So if you're interested, please let me know. The people who are on there already have first refusal, but I do know that we're going to have some changes. So get with me as soon as possible. We're down to one bag, and we need to print these very quickly. So just let us know, and let me know today, or you can call the chamber and let them know. And that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought about it, and then it was just duh. I don't know. All right, so we can do some door prizes, and then Burton has something for everybody on the way out the door. Daniel Wright. Daniel Wright. Miranda Ashley.
You're welcome.
Trent Capital. David.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Jack Patterson. There you go. Thank y'all for coming. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to our coffee here at Reidsville Orthodontics. We are just excited that it is March and maybe spring is near. A lot of awesome stuff happening and a lot of serious stuff happening. So just stay tuned, keep informed. If you have not, make sure you text the word chamber to 76626 to get updates, and also the word Reidsville to that same number, 76626. And when you text chamber, hit yes as a reply, and also Reidsville, hit yes as a reply, and it will sign you up for all of our text messages. See you soon.